want to come and meet Daniel?
In a bit, I'm just setting up the stream. But come to me when I start the stream. Oh, right here. You're gonna see me everywhere.
Well, I'm just talking. I'm just speaking to everyone. You know about Gerard Rennick?
Of course.
Yeah, he's got a brilliant fiscal plan for this nation and policies for everything.
Sweet ass.
Yeah.
All right, see that.
Oh, got me bag.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll hold it for you.
I'm going to get one of Tina walking with that flag on the back.
Yeah, like punch with it. Thanks, mate.
Well, that means we're... We're here for our grandchildren, and there's a lot of things wrong with this country at the moment. Our government needs to fix things. This immigration, we can take a lot more immigrants in this country, but we need to bring them in on a controlled basis and fix everything at home before they get here.
Yep, I agree totally. We're definitely here for our grandchildren. We've had the best of everything. We want them to have the best of everything. So our government needs to sit up and pay attention and do things accordingly for the people, not for them, but for us.
Are you against immigration in its entirety?
No,
No,
as my husband
Definitely
said, we can take more people, but it needs to be more controlled. It needs to be, I mean, we can't take in, we're not even housing who we've got here now. So a lot of things need to be put in place.
Last question, where are you from? Where have you travelled from today?
We're south of Sydney, down past the airport. So we've been to all these marches and we just hope that we're doing our small thing.
We also did our bit for this as well, the COVID stuff.
Seek the truth and find it and it'll set you free. That's what we do.
Was that against the vaccine mandate?
That was against the vaccine in general because it was released without being tested. And everyone here, or a lot of people here got it and they are suffering badly for it.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
What did you think of that interaction?
Sorry?
What did you think of that interaction?
Oh, well, they'll only show what they want us to
They'll cut it out and they'll take lots out.
Yeah.
But at least we got to have our say. We feel better knowing that we've had our say.
What they do with it, it's on their heads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do
We
you
know
think
why
these
we're
were
here.
Get you questions?
Sorry?
Did you think that was catch you questions?
Oh, it was to try and see. She
Yeah.
wanted us to say that we were against immigration completely.
Exactly.
And we
yeah.
won't say that because
No.
that's not what we want. This country's built on immigrants.
My husband's first statement was we're not against immigration, but she still threw that one back in. So you're against immigration? No.
Yeah, she probably didn't get the answer she wanted.
Thank you.
No worries, buddy.
About that.
You usually rock up. Hey mate, how you doing? Good. How are you feeling about today? Yeah, not bad. Pretty good. What do you think about the turnout? I haven't had a good look at it yet. It looks okay. Apparently we've just heard about there's a group trying to stop people coming here from Central Station, so we're trying to alert the police to it right now. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I don't know any more about that at this stage.
Alright, so you reckon it's going to grow bigger?
I don't know, I'm not too sure, bro. I don't know.
Awesome. Any message to the viewers?
Who are the viewers? It's a Turning Point.
Yes, sir.
Turning Point, Australia. Yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy the stream and the speeches. Have a good day. And enjoy. Yeah. And thanks to everyone for turning out as well.
They want to come in. There's 50% trying to get the next. We're getting filmed here.
Oh, this is Turning Point.
Oh, Turning Point!
Turning Point!
Yay! They're doing live. Love it.
Today, I don't mind where anyone wants to come to this country from, but they need to embrace our values and our lifestyle. This is the best country in the world. If it doesn't suit you, maybe you need to think about going somewhere else. That's it. I'm not going
Hey, check 1, 2. Check, check. Check 1, 2. Hey, hey, hey. Check, check. 1, 2. Check, check. 1, 2. Check, check. 1, 2. Check, check. 1, 2. Check, 1, 2. Hey, hey. 1, 2. Check, check. 1, 2. Check, check. 1, 2. Hey, hey. Check. 1, 2. Hey, hey. Hey.
Once a jolly swagman camped by a billabong under the shade of a coolabah tree. He sang as he watched and waited till his billy boiled. come a waltzing Matilda with me. Waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda, you come a waltzing Matilda with me.
See no violence here.
You got a message for the young people?
Wake up to reality.
Down came a jumbuck to drink at the Billabong.
I was going to say, man, you got to get ready. That's it.
He sang as he shoved that jumbuck in his clicker bag. You come a waltzing Matilda.
I've only got that like $60,000.
Waltzing Matilda, you come a waltzing Matilda with me. He sang as he shoved that
Until his belly boiled.
What channel you are? What? Very good. We're very proud to be Australia. I live in Australia 49 years. I love this country. They give beautiful life to my children and grandchildren, and I want to keep it that way. Please stop that crazy immigration. The people who only want to kill, and we want to live in peace and to be proud who we are.
And his ghost may be heard as you pass by that billabong. You come a waltzing Matilda with me. Waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda. You come a waltzing Matilda.
Yeah, Japan turned on a dime. Same as you.
You come a waltzing Matilda.
Rebel News.
Waltzing Matilda. Waltzing Matilda. You come a waltzing Matilda with me.
Have a message? Sorry.
Thanks, brother.
Keep Australia great and look after, and we need the immigration policy to sort things out. There you go.
God bless Australia. God bless Australia, mate. Lovely day for a walk.
We'll get one together. No, but I've got my membership card.
There's a message from the outback, a murmur on the breeze.
Aussie, and here we
He's
are.
the real kid. He's the real
Here
kid.
we are with the real kid.
This is the good setup.
What's so good
We got
about
the
that
vet.
one?
What's so good about this? Well, I always wonder about the prime. I do wonder about the prime. That's the only thing I got to say is the prime. It means you can't see when you're out.
Your media from where? Huh?
CPA.
CPA, what's that?
Turning Point Australia.
You mean you got interested
Sorry?
this year?
Turning Point Australia.
No, when I... Oh, okay. When
I'm just live streaming.
recently, and I
Between
think
the-
probably also when this election happened, the latest one. So,
Nothing wrong with that. It's me.
So we're here for a baby.
Exactly. So there's nothing wrong with expanding the voting
Very weird. We would not leave things out. Wrote a book with 5,000 pages. Didn't mention the Holocaust.
All good. See you, bud.
Hey, mate.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, thank you.
Representing One Nation?
We're here as supporters of One Nation. We're not. So yes, we're here to show our support for the party and show our support for Australia.
What brings you here today?
Because we want to sort of reduce the amount of people that are being brought into the country at the moment, give Australia a chance to get back, heal itself, so that it can actually bring new people in. So.
How do you see the growth of One Nation for the next election?
What was that question? Sorry.
How do we see the growth of One Nation for the next election?
Well, the results since the last election speak for themselves. So support's increased and it's on a trajectory where it's going to continue increasing. A lot of people are sick of two-party preferred and they're looking for a fresh party to support. One Nation's that party. Thank you.
It's too iconic to be a party.
Radix down there.
I don't know, but we've got to wait for them. They're moving along.
And you can see, them old.
Hi, Pauline all the way.
Sort of governments when the branch falls off, they open them up.
A lot of One Nation supporters here today.
A lot of One Nation people. They're on the right path.
What's your message for the streamers?
For this rally. Oh gee, get out there and speak. You've got a voice, get out there and have it heard. We're not happy. Albo needs to go away. He needs to listen to his people. Albo go away. Albo go away.
Oh, it was more than one.
They're not sooner than later. They're not listening to the Australian public. Thank you.
What they want to do is pay all these places. It's the biggest waste of money paying all these Aboriginal places that said only Australian flag. So what is this?
When he said that, yeah.
Sean Fun, that's it.
I don't know. He was the reason that he was
I'm not in a cult. If I see interesting and that's how I'll jump in a different boat. Where are you from?
Yeah. We don't follow those. It's
We're all going.
How you doing, brother? Did you get my good side?
People's flag, mate. People's flag. Flag of the land.
Oh, sorry. What does this flag mean to you?
This is the people's flag. This is the flag we voted for. This is the flag they died for. Blue one's corporate, mate.
What brings you here today?
The people. You've got to come to the people, mate. Come and support the people. That's all it's about. I come from the most multicultural part of Australia, mate. So, I'm not against immigration itself, just against mass immigration. Thanks, brother.
Yeah. No, love it. Great question.
I just interviewed Channel 10.
Fantastic, mate.
They're interviewing all the people with all the, like hang elbows. What do you put them on Channel 10 News tonight for? Make us all demonise us all, like we've got the sign hang out.
Make sure you get there.
I said there's a trans girl over there.
Which is what caused my parents to move here. It's starting to happen here.
With not much to say. No, bring it back! Head to the man, you're trying. Because I come from the land of plenty. You come from the land down under. Come on, hold him up, hold him up.
With the migrant situation
was a jolly swag camped by a billabong under the shade of a coolabah tree, and he sang as he watched and waited till his Billy boy, you'll come a-waltzing Matilda with me. Down came a jumbuck to drink at the billabong. I've got the swag in grabbed him.
Now, we've still got a little bit of time before we march. 25 minutes. We're just going to keep letting everyone gather. Once again, like I said before, I want you to look at the person next to you. Say hi, find out their names, and start forming our communities. Community is how we are going to win this. Now, when we're marching, we'll all be marching directly opposite at the other exit. When we announce it, I'm going to need you guys to let Jesse and I and the police get up the front. So nobody trying to push through, nobody trying to start the march. The reason why we are starting at 12:45 is to make sure that all the roads are shut and to avoid the counter-protesters. We do not want to run into the counter-protesters. That's not what we're here for. We're not here for violence. We're here to march peacefully, but very loudly, and make some noise. Hold on, sorry guys.
How much noise?
How much noise? As loud as you can get. We've got the list of chants that we put on the March for Australia page. If you've got them, make sure you've got them ready on your phone. Sorry guys. We're still, getting everything completely set up, sorry. Hold on one sec. Hold on.
Testing.
Alright, can you guys hear me now? Alright, so one other thing that we've been notified of is there are some people held up at Central Station. So if you guys are missing one of your friends that you were meant to be meeting here, please give them a call. Just check in on them and make sure they're all good. If they're not, come let me know and we'll organise for the police to go out and have a look around for them, alright? Now, once again, if we do come in contact with counter-protesters, I understand the need to yell back, to scream back, to fight back. That is only going to make the situation worse. What we'll do, if we run into counter-protesters, listen out and you'll hear us start a chant. Just keep chanting with us. It will annoy them that we're not paying any attention to them and will avoid any trouble starting. Oi, oi, oi! Oi, oi, oi! Aussie! Oi! Aussie! Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Alright, we're going to put the music back on for now. Keep chatting to the people next to you, and in about 20 minutes we'll make an announcement for the crowd to start gathering at the other end. Thanks, guys!
And he sang as he stowed that jumbuck in his tucker bag. You come along, sing Matilda. Oh, sing Matilda. Oh, sing Matilda. You'll come along, sing Matilda with me. And he sang as he stowed that jumbuck in his tucker bag. Come along, sing Matilda.
Okay, so we're here at the March for Australia. My name is John Ruddick, and it's a great event, great atmosphere, lots of good people, best people in Australia. And I'm here because I believe in a 5-year immigration pause. We need to have a breather. A party, a country is like a party. You can have a really good party happening, lots of good people there, but if people crash it, they'll wreck the party. And that's what we're in danger of doing now. Look at Western Europe. Look what the hell's happening in Western Europe. Do you think we want to let that happen in Australia? Absolutely not. There's no more important policy than immigration. Taxes might be too high, well, we can cut the taxes. Regulations might be too high, we can cut the regulations. Bad immigration policy, very, very hard to reverse. So let's not risk it in the first place. Let's have a 5-year pause. Thank you.
get pretty close. Yeah, it got pretty close.
We need him.
Took the average Aussie long enough.
Earrings that inspired
Tell us about Reform Australia.
Reform Australia is a new party upholding the values that we believe Australians really care about, and it's a grassroots organisation with the right structure, the right funding and attracting the right candidates. And we're very confident that it's going to be the lifeboat that everyone needs to jump to with all the sinking parties we have at the moment. So we'd love members to scan the QR code and join and help us get this movement started. We really believe that this is what Australia needs right now, it's reform.
Where can people go to find out more? reformaustralia.com.au.
That's right.
Tell us, is there another page?
No.
Who's behind you? Who's behind it?
People like you and me. Ordinary Australians getting behind a party that has the right structure, the right funding, and attracting the right candidates. That's who we need. Not
Right,
egos.
so you're still
It's
getting
all
candidates.
It's all about values.
Okay, all right, values first, then candidates
Yes,
come later.
absolutely.
Okay, so you're looking for candidates right now. So people who feel that the existing set of parties just don't fit in, don't work, this
Here's
is
your
it.
answer. Yes.
What kind of, tell us about the policies, some of the policies that have you stand out from other parties.
I think the policies, we're about core values. So freedom of speech, bodily autonomy, no CBDCs, no digital ID. There's a whole list of policies that I definitely don't know off the top of my head, but if you go to the website, they're all listed there. There's at least more than a dozen of those.
Cool. Has Cafe Locked Out endorsed?
I don't think so, but I am endorsing them and supporting them with some merch because I love what Michael does.
Thanks very much. Reform Australia.
Reform Australia. We love Australia, and if you love Australia, this is your new party.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Kevin on that.
No, it has to be said. I don't ever see so many Australian flags in the one place. I had to bring mine.
It's not big enough, Craig.
I had to bring mine to make sure you have to go back to see. That's how we get the wind going. There we go. Just wait for the wind. Here we go. Hang on. I'll come this far. If you're going to bring a flag, you bring a big one.
Last time I brought a flag for John because he didn't have one with him, and Arby was like, "Oh, it's not big enough because it's a size competition." Mate,
that's right. Absolutely, go. Come in. Good to see you. Good.
Hey, hello, Jay.
Hey.
What's it?
Thumbs up. There we go. Maybe go back so you can get the flag in at the sides. That's the way. Oh, mate, we're fighting. We're still fighting. Thanks. Yes. He's bailed from the national. Yes. So he hasn't joined this. I think it's just a matter of time. So he said, well, I always, there was talk about this happening at the last election.
but you've got some pull to it. So if I can cut in, if I can give me 1 second, because I want to talk to you about the 5-year immigration pause. You're not even talking about net zero entirely. You're not going into numbers. You're talking about zero.
Yeah, look at the numbers. Let's forget, take all the emotion out of this, take all the attacks. Let's look at the pure, raw numbers. Now, Albanese's first term of government, he's imported the numbers. We're still waiting for the final year, but it looks like with all the forward indicators, at least 1.4 million people. That is the net number that has come into this country. Now, look at compare that to historical records. We go back before the Sydney Olympics, we're averaging less than 100,000 a year. So he's physically imported into this country net 15 years worth of migration in just 3 years.
And also,
and we are.
Before the Olympics, they were more like European backpackers.
Well, look, we had.
They're all bloody Indians.
We had the big wave of migrants from Southeast Asia after the Vietnamese War, right?
But now, if I can point out the Vietnamese, South Vietnamese, who may not follow the Indian diaspora relation, but 85%.
There's no doubt. Why is Labor pollster Cos Samaras doing ethnic-based polling? Because Labor wants to know what the voting patterns are of the people they import into the country.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why they do it. Right?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Well, they know the voting patterns of migrants from certain
white conservative woman to a bloody Chinese ingrate.
From certain countries. So if you look at those pure numbers, right? The country simply cannot absorb, right? And it's not just a matter of housing. Remember, we are building no more houses, right?
It's not even housing, it's cultural.
Yeah. We are building no more houses today, right, than we were building
100%.
when we're importing 100,000 people a year.
Only cultural.
The housing numbers haven't increased. And you can't just say, we're going to increase housing construction. It just doesn't work. You've got all the supply limitations across the production chain. So and then again, it's not only housing, it's all your infrastructure. It's your public hospitals, right? It's your water. Tell me what other dams we have built for 1.5 million people over the last 3 years. We haven't. Now it's fine at the moment. We're in a period of great rainfall, but we know the next drought is just around the corner. We're land of drought and flooding rains. It's just a matter of time. It's not if, but when the next drought will come. And where are the dams for another 1.5 million people? We haven't built them. So all this infrastructure the country desperately needs to accommodate that number, we simply haven't done it. And that's having terrible adverse consequences of knock-on effects. Look at what's happening to rents. The current rents, if you look at a percentage of your income needed to pay the average rent, is higher than it has ever been. You've seen, what, a 40% increase in rents over the last few years? So you're punishing often the people that were very strongest Labor supporters are being punished because of this. And why is Albanese doing this? He's doing it, one, because he wants to gerrymander the electorate, right? And two, because his net zero policies are so detrimental to the economy. The only way he can get any growth in the economy and to make sure he masks over the declining GDP per capita is to import people. So you make the economy bigger. It's the same policy. If we annexed a few islands off Indonesia, we could grow the Australian economy. But the average slice of your pie, that's GDP per capita, is declining.
Craig, you used to be part of the Liberal Party a long time ago. Can you imagine trying to make a space in the Liberal Party today? How would you, not I know you'd say I can't, but how would you? You're in the party room. Susan Ley has been elected. She's not part of your faction. What would you say to her?
I spoke to another ex-coalition member yesterday that was in the party when I was there. And he said to me, when we were there, did you ever think Susan Ley could be leader? And he broke out laughing as he said it. Right? So, look, they've simply got to get back, and I think it's past. It's past what can be saved. I don't think it can be saved. Right? I think what has to happen, I think a split has to occur. Right? There are too many, I call them bedwetters, in the Liberal Party. We saw it during COVID, how bad they were, how they're frightened to speak up against any sort of narrative pushed by the ABC and the media. The place is full of bedwetters. Now, we've seen the success Farage has had in the UK. Right? Farage, with his Reform Party in the UK, is now leading the polls. And what is their policy on net zero? They want to scrap it. What is their policy on immigration? They want to reduce it greatly. If the coalition, if there's a few members of the coalition, they have enough backbone to say, okay, I cannot sit in this party room if you're going to continue in this party to support the policies of net zero, which damages our country and puts our country at a competitive disadvantage.
What would you do to win some of them? Because you can't get rid of the bedwetters. You're not getting Alex Hawke out of them, eh?
No, so no.
What would you say to win? What would you moderate?
What I would say, if I was advising Andrew Hastings, I'd say, when the decision comes down and they bedwet on net zero, and they bedwet on every other policy that needs to be attacked.
What do you give him? What do you give up?
What do you mean? Sir?
What you got to get?
Yeah, okay.
Sit in the chair. You got to give up something. What is hasty, or what?
No. So I say, Andrew, don't become the leader of the Liberal Party. The Liberal Party ship is rotten. The sails are threadbare. The timbers are eaten by wood borers, right? And half the crew will run the ship onto the rocks and stab the captain at the first opportunity. Is that the ship you want to really take over? There's no point in doing it. You are far better to separate, go and be an independent, get several like-minded members, then go and start your own party and call for all the other minor parties to come and amalgamate under one roof. Do what Menzies did in the 40s when he had that conference in Albury and united all the minor parties together. And that led to like the greatest period of Australian prosperity that we have ever seen. And remember, at the moment, the Liberal Party are actually, if you look at the Conservative side of politics, the Liberal Party are actually the minority side. Now, the Liberals and Nationals are polling 28, 29%, 27%, 29%. 7% of that is Nationals. So the Liberal vote by itself, with both the left and right factions, is around 21, 22%. We know One Nation is at least 10, right? The Nationals are 7, they're 17. You've got a couple more from the Libertarians, a couple more from Jared Rennick's mob, Katter, Family First, throw them all into the mix, and that Conservative side of politics is actually greater today than the Liberal side without the Liberal splitting.
Craig Kelly, the Libertarians, thank you for the time, thank you for the chat.
Thanks.
I'll see you through the march. Are you speaking?
I think so, yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Just you two? How come just drive that into your office?
If I was going back to work.
Holocaust over again. Making music. To play with himself. Yeah, media.
What?
I don't say.
What?
Cut it out, that's fine.
Nah, it's not.
Yeah, stop it.
Thank you. Long hallway. We keep walking.
God bless Australia.
Definitely. Amen.
We're all out and about.
Oh, he said he was you got all that? She's the spokesperson. You are.
Will I speak?
Yeah, what brings you here today?
Okay, well, we have volunteers for People First Party, which is Gerard Rennick's party. He was a senator, a Liberal senator for a long time, but lost his position in the Senate because he spoke too much truth. But anyway, he's here now. He's developed a whole bunch of very good policies. They're all on the website. If you look at that, there's a QR code. And that's how you can get into his website, and you can see what he's planned for this nation. And he's fiscally very, very competent. So he wants to bring infrastructure back to this nation. He wants to get rid of foreign debt. He wants to make review all the bureaucracy, the bloated stuff. He wants to reform education and judiciary. Yeah, he's good. Vote for him. Go on his website.
We'll continue
join
later.
his party.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
Are we going on our...
And then like, yeah, I'm after
That's a good one.
Hey, what enjoy the march, guys. Go on. And then look at the Palestinian.
Ian, is this yours?
Thank you.
You are an absolute legend. Even though the Nazis were here, you showed everyone that it was a good day.
No, thanks,
so I
mate.
really appreciate
Cheers.
it.
It was a good day.
Come talk to us later. I'll be happy to talk to you.
Let's march! Australia all the way! Yeah! Alright guys, we're going to start marching. Now like I said on stage, we have a bunch of young children up front. So don't get pushy, don't get shoving, and just let's have a nice, smooth but loud walk. Alright, Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! 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 Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Let's go, Sydney! Raise that flag!
I've been around the world a couple of times and maybe more. Seen the sights, I've had the lights on every foreign shore. But when the mates all ask me the place that I adore, I tell them right away. What do we tell them? Give me a home among the gum trees with lots of plum trees. A sheep, a tulip, a kangaroo, a clothesline out the back, a render out the front, and an old rocking chair. You can see me in the kitchen cooking up a roast, or Vegemite on toast, just you and me, a cup of tea. And later on we'll settle down and go out on the porch and watch the possums play. Give me a home among the gum trees with lots of plum trees. A sheep, a tulip, a kangaroo, a clothesline out the back, a veranda out the front, and an old rocking chair. There's a Safeways up the corner and a Woolies down the street, and a brand new place they've opened up and they regulate the heat. But I trade them all tomorrow for a little bush retreat. Give me a home among the gum trees with lots of palm trees. A sheep, a tulip, a kangaroo, a clothesline out the back, a veranda out the front, and an old rocking chair. Some people like their houses with fences all around. Others live in mansions and some beneath the ground. But me, I like the bush, you know, and I just run around. And a pumpkin pine out the back.
See the entrance to the train station, and just to the right of it, they're still coming out of the park there. And they're coming down the street in front of Hyde Park there. So we go up, 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 up to the station, and then right to the park.
Elbow out.
And then we come out to that, and then we go all the way that way as well. If I had the gear, I'd set up a camera here to do a time lapse. Alright, let's see who gets there first.
I'll give you a head start.
How'd you cut?
So that's cut off. going that way? That way? Oh, straight. Thank you.
What happened?
What happened was, I was doing an interview, such as one like this. I was just doing an interview. And yes, I'm a passionate person because I've had a fuck enough of it. I'm over and I'm sick and tired of it. I'm a home care worker. I have the older generation and all the people who can't make it here because they're in walkers or wheelchairs or on canes. I'm here representing them. Our Anzacs, our veterans made this country. And you get accused of being drunk. Our veterans made this country. This is what, but you know what? Strong men made a great country. And then it became easy for weak men to prosper. Now weak men have prospered. Now we have a weak government that looks after more people from overseas, from overseas than they do our own country. We have veterans laying in the freaking corridors of hospitals, and Albanese wants to bring in more immigrants. I come from immigrant background. Do not call me a bloody racist. I am not. I come from Italian, Maori, Chinese and fucking German, love. I am only here because of slow, let me repeat that, slow immigration. What used to come into this country over a decade now only comes into this country every freaking week. Every week. Not every 10 years. Not every 10 years. Every bloody week.
And they're not coming to make.
And they come. They come from war-torn countries.
Not to become.
And they do not. They have people coming in here who are bloody criminals. You're bringing criminals in here. Now, you know what? We used to have bikies here. Yes, yeah, they did a few bad things, but you know what? They also did charity, and the bikies of the old days would never have put up with this bullshit.
Exactly.
They would have cleaned all of this up. They would have cleaned it all up, but no, the police wanted to get rid of them. Yeah? Well, now look what you've got. Now you have every other country has a fucking crime unit. We have children criminals. Are you kidding me? When did we ever have that before? Machetes. Oh yeah, hand your machete in. Oh! Do you know what? I live on property. I ain't handing my fucking machete in because I needed to slash down shit on my place. And I definitely guarantee you, ain't no one who actually needs it is gonna hand it in. Albanese needs to go, and fucking mass immigration needs to stop.
They come over from the agenda to take over.
Thank you.
Well done.
Dry my eyes.
Not one black shirt.
Oh, we're rural based near Tamworth. Oh, near Tamworth? Yeah, near Tamworth. Yeah, we got farms.
Got to get the best sign, brother. You okay?
Yeah, yeah.
What's wrong? Oh, fuck. Oh, yeah, just reading your eyes. I just got a blood of these. Who would have like sold me? Who would have?
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! 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 Aussie, Aussie, Aussie!
God bless
nothing left but the fire in my chest and the air that fills my lungs. I'll hold my tears and trade my years for a glimpse at kingdom come. On the other side of misery, there's a world we long to see. Strife we share will take us there to relief and sovereignty. Oh my God, we'll have our foreigners now, our names are spat and cursed. The headlines smack of another attack, not the last and not the worst. Oh, my fathers, they look down on me. I wonder what they feel to see their noble sons driven down beneath the coward's heel. Oh, my God, we'll have
Send them back! 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 Send them back!
The road is dark, the way is lost. My eyes, they strain to see. I struggle forth to find a friend to light the way for me. Oh, brothers, can you hear my voice, or am I all alone? If there's no fire to guide my way, then I will start my own. Oh, my God, we'll have our home again. My God, we'll have our home. My blood or sweat will get there yet. My God, we'll have our home. Oh, my God, we'll have our home again. My God, we'll have our home. My blood or sweat will get there yet. My God, we'll have our home.
All right, guys, we're going to start the speeches in about 5 minutes. So do the designated speakers want to make their way to the front? Albo's a wanker! Albo's a wanker! Albo's a traitor! Albo's a traitor! You can stick your immigration up your ass! You can Just another announcement, guys. Can all our designated speakers come down to the front, right-hand corner of the stage, please?
Bring Australia back.
My brother-in-law is a coffee camper, so he might be there.
Aussie Nation, stop the invasion!
I just say I've been on the TikTok post happening.
Can I say something, brother?
We got a speaker.
We got a speaker. Can I say something? So proud as an Aussie to see so many Australian immigrants walking side by side, and we're all agreeing on the same thing. Mass immigration has got to stop. It's common bloody sense. Thank you.
Well said. I bet you do.
It's sort of from that whole march, eh, when you walk backwards. I bet you I'm in it. I'm everywhere.
I think he is. It was. Yeah, absolutely.
I just blow on studio and nearly stepped on people's foot. But chanting's fun.
Stop!
Hello everyone! Hello. Welcome to March for Australia Sydney 2.0. Thank you so much to everyone for turning out once again. It's an absolute honour and a privilege to stand here with my fellow Australians and MC at an event like this. I know we had a weak sound system last time, so we went all out for this one, which I would love to thank our sound guys, Atomic Audio, for generously supporting March for Australia. Can everyone hear me all right? At the back, are we good? Welcome to Hyde Park, which has been occupied every Sunday for the last 2 years by foreign protesters. It feels good to return this historically rich and beautiful park to the patriotic people of this nation. I'm going to give my speech and then we'll go straight to our great list of speakers that we have organised for today, so I'll try and get through mine as quick as possible. Australia was and still could be the greatest country in the world. The way the traders in our government and the elites have sold our people out and flooded us with an infinite, unrelenting flow of immigration for the purpose of their financial and economic gain is a betrayal of our people, the likes of which we have never seen before in our history. Politicians keep talking about social cohesion, yet true social cohesion comes naturally when there is a common heritage and a clear established national identity. You can't cram suburbs full of enclaves of hostile foreigners with ideologies and religions that are fundamentally against the founding culture of this nation and expect social cohesion. It doesn't work that way. What makes a nation great is the people in it. Australia has always been globally known and renowned for its people and our culture. Culture flows downstream from race and heritage. When you add countless hordes of ethnic foreigners, it completely strips that nation of its culture, heritage and identity. It has never been more important than it is right now to reclaim and fight for Australia's identity. Our Anglo-European ancestors settled this nation, built this nation, and passed this great nation on to us, their descendants. They did it for us so we could live in the greatest country on earth. They didn't do it so that we could be disenfranchised in our own suburbs and pushed out of electorates with hordes of imported voter blocks. They didn't do it so we could be minorities in our school classrooms or have to compete in the workforce and housing market against infinity immigrants. They didn't do it so our shopping centres would be filled with foreign machete gangs. And they didn't do it so our neighbourhoods could be terrorised by violent foreign thugs committing carjackings, breaking and enterings, and far worse than that. When you import the third world, you become the third world. They try to tell us that diversity is our strength, but we have only seen all the problems that come with mass immigration. We have seen a housing crisis, mass homelessness, increased violent crime, economic stress for Australians, foreign unrest in the streets, religious enclaves destroying the aesthetics of our suburbs. We have completely unrecognisable streets. The government's response to this seems to be increased censorship and hate speech laws for anyone who dares to speak out against it. It begs the question, what exactly are the benefits of diversity? Is it worth it to completely change the fabric of this entire nation permanently just for some exotic foreign food? Is it worth it just for an artificial boost in GDP numbers? It is proven now, beyond a shadow of a doubt, this experiment has run its course and the results are in. Mass immigration has failed. We are bringing in hundreds of thousands of unvetted, often hostile and unwilling to participate in traditional Australian society per year with no end in sight. We are seeing our culture eroded and we are seeing crime rates rise at levels we have never seen before. Mass immigration has failed and we need to have a serious conversation about deportation of criminal immigrants and remigration of hostile, un-Australian or foreign subversive immigrants. Send them back and shut the gate. It's time to protect our own. It's time to make our streets safe, and it's time to protect our women and children. Make no mistake, this is part of a larger agenda to completely destroy our people and our homelands. It is happening in every white nation. When you look at the statistics of birth rates, the global percentages of population of white people, the United Nations Replacement Migration Report, and the constant anti-white rhetoric we see from mainstream society and mainstream media, it is clear that we are under attack as a people, and it's time to start being proud of who we are and standing up against this heinous agenda and the betrayal of our people before it's too late. It is time to fight back. Many other nations and cultures around the world take pride in their heritage, and that's not seen as taboo in any way. But for some reason, being proud of white European Australian heritage is not allowed. Or they say there is no such thing as white heritage. Yes, people have been saying that. Many Australians have been completely brainwashed by this hateful and self-deprecating ideology, and we need to overcome this by overpowering these weak traitors with our powerful displays of Aussie pride. We must be proud of who we are as Australians and be proud of what our ancestors built. We must tell this traitorous government that Australians have had enough of being treated like second-class citizens. This is our country. We must fight this noble cause. It is our duty as a people to stand up and fight for this great nation and return it to its former glory. The purpose of March for Australia is not only to normalise the conversation about mass immigration, but also to normalise being proud of our Australian heritage once again. It's about flying our flags and advocating for our people again. For too long we have been browbeaten, labelled toxic racists. From a young age we are brainwashed into thinking our history is evil, and it's time we put this agenda to an end once and for all. We owe it to our children, our grandchildren, and all the future generations of this country so we can give them what our ancestors gave to us, the greatest country in the world. Thank you again for everyone involved in the March for Australia organisation team, and thank you everyone for coming. I know this whole movement has been shrouded in controversy and the mainstream media has been unrelentingly attacking us and hitting us with their ridiculous narratives. We have tried to keep it real, remain unapologetic and stand strong against these bastards. It is an absolute credit to everyone here for turning up to March for Australia. Thank you everyone so much. So good. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie!
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! 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 Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! All right, let's go to our speakers. Thanks, mate. First speaker we have is Miss Beck Freedom, National Organiser and Sydney Co-Organiser for March for Australia.
Hey guys, alright, I do have a speech this time. Last time I didn't, but this time I do. But before I start that speech, I want to give a special thank you to the awesome Australian kids that marched proudly holding our banner today. You guys are our future and we are doing this for you! I want to thank everyone for showing up today. I also want to thank all my amazing organisers, team members and promoters right across Australia. You've all worked your little butts off and you're all amazing. Obviously the Smear of Fear campaigns didn't stop or scare you guys away. How very patriotic of you! After August 31st, a lot of people walked away feeling like the day was amazing. They were full of adrenaline, full of pride and couldn't wait to go again. The media knew this though. The government knew this. So they had to try and diminish those feelings and squash that pride. They only showed violence in the news, called all the males toxic. They focused purely on the NSN, called us all racist and minimised the numbers that showed up. They ignored the thousands of flags being flown proudly, or the unity of us all coming together. They didn't show us all singing the national anthem, or the proud little Aussie kids waving their flags. I think this was a bit of a wake-up call for some of you first-timers that attended. You realised the media lies. They twist and they manipulate it into a narrative that suits their agenda. To those of you that went to the first and came here again today despite the media campaigns, you're all patriotic legends. Congratulations! But remember this, we do not hate the media enough. However, what I will say is there are a few good ones here today, and to those ones we do appreciate you. We're not going to shitbag you all. Some of you are good and those ones we appreciate. So keep it honest, guys. The left asks, what did you even achieve? As much as I'd love for our marches to end mass immigration, realistically it will not happen unless we see millions on the streets. My main goal with March for Australia was to reignite that good old Australian pride that we've been shamed out of feeling these past few decades. My goal was to get people speaking about the problems we are seeing in Australia in terms of mass immigration, the negative side effects and the impacts on Australians. I wanted to hear people discussing how important it is for us to fight to keep our national identity, to protect our way of life and to be proud of our Anglo-Saxon and European heritage and culture. I wanted these discussions to become normal and socially acceptable because for so long we've been told it's racist to speak on any of this. Far out, I got called racist because I used the word white to explain what Australian heritage is. People seem to forget that the first settlers were white. Captain Cook and Sir Joseph Banks were both white. Therefore, our Australian heritage could be referred to as white without being shamed for using the correct description of the colour of their skin. We should not be ashamed of our Australian history. Our marches have made these topics more common. Damn straight! I wanted the government to hear our concerns, and they did. Parliament and politicians have been buzzing with discussions about mass immigration, immigration in general, and even re-migration. It hasn't all been positive though. Just this past week, a motion was moved in New South Wales Parliament to condemn myself and March for Australia. which John Ruddick spoke on in defence of both me, our organisers, and all of you who marched on August 31st. So thank you, John Ruddick, for your support. You're an absolute legend. Labor's Cameron Murphy pulled out all the stops. He lied, he misquoted me and took me out of context. He basically called you all Nazis by association, said the march was fascism dressed up as patriotism, picked on you all for draping our Australian flags proudly over your shoulders. But why are we surprised? The Labor Party doesn't exactly scream patriotism, although they've got no problem constantly siding with the extreme far left whilst labelling the everyday concerned Australian a far-right extremist. Remember this when it's time to cast your vote next. Of course, the Labor government is so quick to condemn us. They are the ones bringing in the large number of immigrant, refugees and visa holders into Australia. They are the ones ignoring the concerns of the Australian people. They are ignoring the homeless families living on the streets, ignoring the Australians losing their well-paying jobs just to be replaced with cheaper immigrant workers. But worst of all, they are ignoring the concerns of safety due to high levels of immigrant crimes taking over our streets. Gang violence, machete crimes, rape, home invasions, the list is endless. The people committing these crimes came here for a better life, but instead they've chosen to treat Australia the same as their former home. What was that quote Jesse said earlier? Oh, that's right. Import the third world, become the third world. These criminals should be instantly deported with the first offence committed. We have the laws in place to be able to do so. If they receive a sentence of 12 months, they are meant to be deported. The problem is our courts would rather give them light sentences, give them bail, allow them back on the streets to recommit. We saw this happen recently in Melbourne with the Northland Shopping Centre machete fight that took place while several of them were out on bail. One was given bail again, then he was part of the group that ended up cutting 2 children's hands off, which resulted in their death. Had he been deported after his first crime, those children would still be alive today. Australia needs to deport immigrant criminals without hesitation after the first time is committed. We need to send them back. 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 I want my children to grow up in a world that they feel safe. I want my daughter to be able to walk around a shopping centre without feeling scared. I want my son to grow up in a world that he doesn't feel shamed or called toxic for showing pride in his country. I want my baby boy to grow up and not feel like a stranger in Australia. I want him to grow up to be patriotic and learn about the sometimes dark but also beautiful history of this country, that his ancestors put their blood, sweat and tears to make it what it is today. I want our government to listen to the Australian people and actually hear the words we speak. I want them to end mass immigration, protect our heritage, our culture and our way of life. Thank you to everyone for coming. I love you all. Never back down. Never stop fighting for this beautiful country that we call home. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! 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 Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Love you all!
Thanks, Beck. That's the national organiser for March for Australia. She's put lots of time and effort and blood, sweat and tears into this. So give her another round of applause, guys.
Next speaker we have is the Honourable John Ruddock, MLC, representing the Libertarian Party. Welcome to the stage, John.
Well, look, it's really terrific to see that we're making the Australian flag great again. It's fantastic. And I would really like to thank Beck Freedom and Jessie for organising it. These things don't come from nowhere. I think she got to sleep at 5 o'clock this morning. They have thrown everything at her, including the kitchen sink this week, but she's shown that she's as tough as nails and she doesn't care. So most people, Beck, most people would have backed down by now, but you're standing tall and we're standing with you. Now, I'm here because I believe that the three most important issues facing Australia, facing any country, are this, in this order: immigration, immigration, and immigration. And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you what immigration's like. Imagine if you're having a party, you're having a house party. Your friends come round, your family comes around, everyone's having a good time. People hear about it, more people come around, everyone's having a good time. Such a good time that people that you do not know and that may not fit into the party that well start crashing it. They wreck the party. What was once a great party is now an unhappy party. Now, the thing about why I say immigration is the most important issue is because, look, if taxes are too high, well, that's not good, but we can reduce them. Regulations are too high, we can reduce them. If we've got involved in a stupid war, we can get out of the war. Now, with immigration, it's very, very hard to reverse a bad immigration policy. Look what's happening in Western Europe and Scandinavia right now, and England. And you know, these trends, Australia's usually 5 to 10 years behind. We have to strive to prevent that happening in this country. Now, you know, the funny thing is, I read in the media somewhere this week that this was actually a Nazi rally. That's what I read. Now, I was sceptical of that, and I've talked to a lot of people today. You seem like the happiest, nicest people I've met in many, many years. So, but I would like to do a test. I would like to do a test. If you are here and you're not a Nazi, can you please put up your hand? Now, you better put up your left hand, not your right hand. Now, that's pretty much everybody. That's pretty much everybody here is not a Nazi. So they are, what that means is, we were lied to in the media. But we were lied to. They want to badmouth this movement because they can see that it's catching on. Now, the last thing I'll say is, you know, these politicians, the thing that runs their life more than anything else is the polls. That's all they care about, is the polls. They'll say anything if the polls say it. Well, the good news is the polls are on our side. The Lowy Institute, big left-wing globalist think tank, they put out a poll a few months ago. They said, ask people what they think about immigration. 53%, according to the Lowy Institute, said, yeah, we've got too much immigration. That's pretty good. The Guardian is probably the most left-wing media outlet in this country. They put a poll out recently. Same result, 53% of Australians say, yeah, too much immigration. And then just recently, like a week after the last rally, the Sydney Morning Herald, you know, another right-wing outlet, boo the Sydney Morning Herald, but they did publish this poll. They said 49% of Australians say we've got too much immigration. 27%, big gap, 27% said, oh, it's about right. 5% said we don't have enough. Okay, that's the crazies who want to wreck the joint. Now, but very interestingly, 19% told the pollster, oh, I don't know, Mr. Pollster. I just don't know what I think about immigration. No, they're lying. They're shy. They're cowards, right? Now, in many cases, it's understandable. You work for one of these big corporations, they'll sack you like that. But the thing is, of that 19%, I believe clearly more than half of them would have privately said, yes, I think there's too much immigration. So my point is, we are representing the majority of Australians. And so thank you for being here. Now, I know this is, the March for Australia doesn't have a set policy. Okay, so this is my personal policy. I believe what we should do with immigration is a 5-year pause where we basically let no one in. But I don't want you to think, well, these ladies say 10. Have I got 15 over here? 15. Okay, no. Let's start with 5. But it's not back to business as normal after the pause. We want a massive, massive reset. We want to have a debate in meetings like this and social media, in Parliament, in our opinion pages. Have a sober debate about what's best for the next 50 years. And then at the end of that 5 years, and that 5 years of a civilised debate, We have a national vote. We have a national vote. Nothing affects the people more than immigration. We put up 4 or 5 different plans and we see what the people think. And you know what I reckon they'll vote for? I reckon they'll vote for what you guys stand for. Thanks so much for being here. Maintain the rage.
Thank you, John Ruddick. Good speech, mate. Send them back! 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 All right, next speaker, we have social media personality Mad Unit AU. Welcome to the stage, mate.
Hello everyone. Alright, so they keep saying there's a construction skills shortage, so they keep bringing in people who only do jobs that involve sitting down. They'll hand out university degrees like confetti so that they can join thousands of resumes in a pile and then do Uber to survive. We need less Uber drivers, more tradies. I'm a product of immigration. My grandparents left for a reason. They settled in the beautiful Sutherland Shire. They assimilated, they became patriotic. I became patriotic. Now people come for a better life and then hate us for it. People are welcome here, but the key word is mass. Look at Sydney. Nearly 20 years ago, I was a bouncer at some of Sydney's most legendary venues, and I personally seen how vibrant it was. But now what was such a fun and vibrant place, as you can see, is just acai and tobacconists at every corner. Am I right? We used to be proud. We used to be a proud people. We used to be tough. We traded courage for compliance. We traded freedom for comfort. Every decision they make hurts the people who actually keep this country alive. The politicians don't live under the rules they create. We do. It's the same story that destroyed Britain, a once great empire rotting from within. They abandoned their values, their traditions, their identity, and now we're walking down the same path. 100%. The real agenda at play, the biggest story, is wages low, prices high. And they're replacing us with obedient slaves who won't notice their corruption. This is a controlled demolition of Western society on purpose. They want to destroy our way of life so they can steal more money and gain more power. But people will argue over a football team, but when it comes to standing up for their country, their freedom, their rights, silence. But you people here are the exception. If we don't snap out of this, everything that we love, the Australia that we once loved, will be gone. And I never thought I'd see the day that standing up for our own country would make us the bad guys. I really didn't know. But I just wanted to say a massive thank you to the police. I want to say a massive thank you to Beck Freedom and the organisers. But don't forget, stand up, speak up.
Cheers, Mad Unit. That was good, mate. All right, next speaker, we have social media personality renowned for defeating the E-Safety Commissioner in court. Welcome Celine Against the Machine to the stage.
Hello, Sydney. Thank you all for being here today, and thank you, Beck, and thank you, Jessie, for letting me speak. My online name is Celine Against the Machine. I'm a mother and a very proud Australian. I wanted to speak today as the topic of mass immigration is something I care deeply about for a number of reasons. I love this country. I love this country, but if I'm honest, I don't really love the people that are in charge. I've lived in Western Sydney my whole life, so I've seen firsthand what forced multiculturalism does to a community. It doesn't foster cohesion, it promotes division. The streets and shopping centres that I grew up in, I don't recognise anymore, and I am starting to feel like a stranger in my own country. Now, in case you couldn't tell, I'm a woman, a real one, an adult human female. I have an 8-month-old daughter, and she means everything to me. While I'm sure I'll agree with what else is said today, because I am a woman, I'm going to talk about this through the specific lens of protecting women's safety. Women and girls always pay a price when it comes to mass immigration. When we import a large amount of people from countries whose ethics and values do not align with our own, Western women are isolated, degraded, and attacked. Look at the UK, Europe, the United States. All of the horrific attacks that we've seen on women and girls, they will happen here. Hell, they already have. Now, the progressive, liberal nut jobs, the Abby Chatfields of the world, they couldn't give a shit about our daughters. All these so-called feminists who argue that men can be women will willingly turn a blind eye to the very real dangers that women and girls face because of their intersectional ideologies. Not only will they not talk about it, but they'll call you racist for even thinking about it. While they sit in their $1 million homes with their luxury beliefs, completely separated from what most Australians are seeing every day with their own eyes. Now, even though we have different ideologies, those women still deserve to be safe. When we import people from countries who have a backwards, barbaric view of women, Western women and girls are in danger. Now, when I say backwards and barbaric views of women, you know exactly what I mean. I don't want to speak for everyone here, but in my opinion, if your culture includes covering your women head to toe so your men don't assault them, I don't want it here. If your culture includes sex-selective abortions, killing children just because they're girls, I don't want it here. If your culture views Western women as dirty, as pieces of meat, I don't want it here. If your culture believes in honour killings when family members step out of line, I don't want it here. If your culture believes in sorting out your differences by stabbing each other with machetes, I don't want it here. We have a government that consistently boasts about how many women there are in Parliament, claiming to care about women's rights, women's voices, all this virtue signalling bullshit. They can't even define what a woman is. If you truly cared about protecting Australian women, you'd stop importing people from cultures that don't respect us. Now, if we can't get those dickheads in Canberra to listen to us and to put a stop to the influx of people that we're importing, then women and girls will be sacrificed at the altar of multiculturalism. Our children deserve to feel safe in their country. Our children deserve to be proud of their country. Our children deserve Australia. I'll end with this. Some cultures are better than others. There's a reason people want to move here. There's a reason that Western countries are being flooded with immigrants, and there's a reason that they don't want to go back home. That reason is our culture, our Anglo culture, our quality of life, our way of life, our beautiful country. Our country is worth fighting for, and as long as we continue to have the pride and the passion that I'm seeing here today, then at least they'll know that we won't go down without a fight. Thank you all. God bless.
Thanks, Celine. That was a great speech. Great speech, Celine. For our next speaker, we got Mr. Craig Kelly. Welcome to the stage, Craig.
There we go. We are here today for a few reasons. Firstly, because we are proud of our great Australian flag. We are proud of our nation, Australia. And we are proud of our country's history. But I'll tell you what, we are damn shamed
about the government that we have in Canberra. Now let's just do the mathematics, the simple mathematics. The first term of the Albanese government, he's imported a net number of 1.4 million new people into this country. 1.4 million. If we go back before the Sydney Olympics, that is 15 years worth of migration crammed into just 3 years. And what are the adverse consequences? We see families living in their cars. We see Australians living under bridges. We see the price of rents through the roof, where the rent today, the average cost of your rent as a percentage of your wage, has never been higher in our nation's history. And the great Australian dream of home ownership, the chance that a young Australian can own part of the land that he was born in, has been extinguished by the Albanese government. So we are saying, as John Ruddick said, we want a massive cut in the number of migrants coming to this country, because you cannot bring 1.4 million people in 3 years. It's not just the housing, it's also the dams, it's the hospitals, it's the public transport network, it is the entire infrastructure. The Albanese government has this nation going backwards, and we're going to get out there and fight against it and keep speaking about against this every single day up until the next election, because we cannot have another 3 years of Anthony Albanese as the Prime Minister of this country. Thank you.
Albo's a wanker! Albo's a wanker! Albo's a traitor! Albo's a traitor! Alright, thanks for that, Craig. Our next speaker is Steve Christou, the former Mayor and Libertarian Councillor for Cumberland. Welcome, Steve.
Hello, Aussie Patriots! Give it up, Sydney! Before we start, I'd like to say a big thank you to Beck and her partner Jess. Give them a round of applause. Nothing happens without their hard work. Now, just like everybody here today, I'm here because I love my country and I love my flag. But unfortunately, our country is being flushed down the toilet by Anthony Albanese, Penny Wong and the Australian Labor Party and the Greens. That's right, determined to flush our country's morals and our beliefs right down the dunny. But we're not going to let that happen. No. We are in a cost of living crisis where people are struggling to pay the mortgage, the rent, the bills, and put food on the table to feed their children. And what's our federal government's response? Let's let in 1.5 million Australians in the last 3 years, creating a housing crisis, creating a rental crisis. People cannot get into the housing market. People are sleeping in parks and in tents and in cars. And in a lot of cases, they're holding full-time jobs, all because of excess migration. We have a treacherous government sneaking in ISIS brides under the cover of darkness. Boo! Absolutely treacherous. Rather than letting them rot overseas in the camps and telling them you abandoned Australia and giving them the middle finger, because that's what they gave Australia when they walked out of here. Send them back! 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 Rather than leaving these treacherous ISIS brides, they want to welcome them back with open arms, let them take our generous welfare system, give them priority housing. Boo, that's right. And it's happening It's happening, and they're jumping the queue from ordinary Australians that need assistance with housing and might need the welfare assistance, and we're saying no, we're not going to give it to our own people, we're going to give it to treacherous ISIS brides. That's right, maintain the rage, because we all need to be angry. They're letting in immigrants that won't assimilate to our culture, and again, they're committing acts of violence and taking up our welfare system. It is treason. It is. But I'll tell you this, there needs to be a mass immigration pause in this country. On a minimum of 5 years, on a minimum. Because our schools and our hospitals and our infrastructure cannot cope. Okay, that's right, people can't cope. No, we can't live. So, it warms my heart to see you all out here today, waving the Australian flag, loudly and proudly. So get all the flags up, give it a big cheer. And we will continue this fight against the Albanese Labor government and against the commos that hate our country. Okay, and before we go, let's sing it loud and proud. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! 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 Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Well done, Sydney. Well done, Australia.
Thanks, Steve. All right, next up we got the viral Vegemite guy from TikTok, Alan Ross. Welcome to the stage, bro.
To my fellow Australians, I am Alan Ross, also known as the Vegemite guy, who went viral on social media platforms, including TikTok, for smearing Vegemite on my face to help promote these events and rally our Australian troops. Who out there seen my videos? Yeah, nice work, thank you. I am here today as a tax-paying, law-abiding, proud Australian citizen to march for Australia in defiance of mass immigration plaguing our country. I am speaking up when others stay silent. I am doing what our politicians won't, and I know I am not alone. This crowd speaks volumes. I have been called every name under the sun, including racist, which has been used so much it's now lost its meaning. I am all for reality, and I will not be silenced. My great-grandfather spilled blood and determination in World War I to protect this flag and our way of life, and I will not allow his memory and his ultimate sacrifice to be lost in vain. I will fly my flag high and march for Australia for as long as it takes to make positive change for ourselves and our future generations to follow. Our children depend on us for a safe future. This is our country. This is our home. And enough is enough. We will continue to unite in a sea of blue until our message is heard loud and clear that mass immigration must be halted. Our country is being run like a bad business, wasteful, unaccountable, and blind to everyday Australians. We must continue to unite as strength in numbers will demand leadership that puts Australians first. Accountability over excuses, results over rhetoric. This is a true grassroots movement powered by belief in our country, belief that Australians deserve better. In the famous words of our great John Farnham, we have the chance to turn the pages over. We are not going to sit in silence. We are not going to live in fear. You're the voice. You and you and you and you and you. So let's make a noise and make it clear. This agenda is hurting everyday Australians with services stretched and families under pressure. August 31st was a celebration of who we are as a people and how we can unite under one banner, one unbreakable force, sending a message so loud it couldn't be ignored. After the August 31st protest, there has been a shift in the Australian collective energy. Even our current political landscape is changing after people leaned into their courage to make a stand. Parliamentarians such as Pauline Hanson has warned immigration numbers are out of control for 30 years. An elected official who has always had the guts to say what you're thinking. She has put this debate front and centre in Canberra. So remember that the next time you're at the polling booth and vote One Nation for our best chance of getting our country back on track. Mass immigration is the movement of a large number of people from one geographical area to another, usually influenced by government policies. Between 1945 and 2024, Australia welcomed 7.5 million migrants on an average of 93,750 per year. It has been projected by the end of the Albanese regime, an additional 2.5 million migrants will have been added to the Australian population. That is a sudden and significant influx from different countries, not reflective of being sustainable to our economic and social infrastructure, such as houses, roads, hospitals and schools. This current attitude is diluting everything we hold sacred. Arthur Caldwell, leader of the Australian Labor Party in 1967, had said, if Australians are ever foolish enough to open their gates to people other than Europeans, they will soon find themselves fighting desperately to stop the nation from being flooded by hordes of non-integratables. Now that was spoken by a representative of the same party in power today. And they have a much more opposing and damaging attitude. This is the same party who used to be spelt Labour as L-A-B-O-U-R, but have dropped the U because they don't care about you. They just care about themselves and greasing up with socialist ideologies, corruption and mass immigration to help buy votes at the next election. How's that for a fair and just democracy? Crime is out of control by demographics of repeat offenders of foreign descent. From the social and organised syndicates to the apex gangs in Melbourne, retail workers are being held at knife point at their place of work. Families are being terrorised in their own homes. Bail laws provoke reoffending and a disregard for the rules. Do I need to even mention the Northland Shopping Centre incident? I think it's already been mentioned here again today. Exactly. ISIS brides are being smuggled in under the cover of darkness, and politicians are not giving clear answers in Parliament when they're questioned. This goes to show the government does not care, nor does it fully understand how to keep Australians safe. If you import the third world, you'll get third world problems and conflicts in return. Our Australian identity is changing and will be lost forever if this continues. Not assimilating with our country's morals and values, our language and our history is not multiculturalism, it is replacement of one culture with another. Have a look at what's occurring in Britain. It's too late for them now. It's too saturated with foreign immigrants who have pushed their own agendas and ideology. There is no cure for this. We cannot stand by and say sorry for mistakes made after the fact. It will be too late for Australia as well if we continue to allow this mass immigration to occur. Prevention is better than cure. A recent poll by marketing research firm Dynata found that 71% of Australians agreed that immigration levels are too high. And this government should temporarily pause its intake of new immigrants. Mass immigration is making Australia poorer and more divided. By gathering here today and across this great nation, we are sending a strong message to our political leaders that drastic and urgent action is needed to restore confidence in our migration program. Too many young Australians are being deprived of an opportunity to own their own home. Exactly, thank you. That's in part because this immigration pressures are having on the housing market. Australia needs a migration system managed maturely and in the interests of the country, not determined by internal political power struggles. Our government's drunk on power and has morphed into a tyrannical beast, trampling our freedoms, our voices, and our way of life. They need to be given a Vegemite sandwich and do the job they are paid for. I 100% agree. Now, if the floodgates at Warragamba Dam were open completely, and stay with me here, I have a point, it would cause significant downstream flooding if the river couldn't handle the volume, and we've seen it happen. Well, a full-scale release of mass immigration is what is happening in our country right now. Floodgates are in place for a reason, a measure to protect the dam structure and downstream communities from overflow. We need those floodgates installed where mass immigration is sustainable and does not inundate our communities, where our hard-working, fair dinkum Aussies are not drowned out of the housing market. Australia has an illegal immigration problem from people overstaying visas. According to the Department of Immigration and Border Protection, the current total number of illegal migrants living in Australia is approximately 62,700 as of today, a figure that is increasing at a rate of 5% annually. However, only 2,000 illegal immigrants are deported every year. Australia has one of the highest amounts of foreign-born residents in the world. The total numbers, both in total numbers and both per capita, recent immigration now accounts for over 30% of the population, the highest proportion among Western nations. Going forward, I propose a 5-year mass immigration pause to help social and economic recovery. An increase in Australian working visas to 5 years, and then you can earn the opportunity to apply for citizenship. Then we need to begin the process of sending the Gaza refugees who are currently on a temporary visa back to where they came from. And finally, ban the burqa. It is un-Australian to be parading around dressed like you're going to a Halloween party, pretending that you are a walking mailbox. We need to cap the intake of international students and family migration from countries such as China, the Philippines, India, Pakistan, and Sri Lanka. Sir Edmund Barton once said in 1907 that we have room for all but one flag, the Australian flag. Look around you, that's what you see here today. We have room but for all one language here, and that is the English language. And we have all but one sole loyalty, and that is the loyalty to the Australian people. In 1932, a bird on our national coat of arms went head to head with the military in protecting their habitat. The Great Emu War was won by an animal due to their surprising speed, resilience, and ability to scatter. Almost 100 years later, our March for Australia rallies across this country, designed to protect the habitat of every individual, will be one with just as much speed, resilience, and ability to mobilise across this great nation. By coming here today, you are helping defend our honour and protect our heritage, our culture, and our way of life for this great southern land. The power of the people has shown us throughout history, from the Eureka Stockade to the waterfront workers' strikes, that our strength lies in our solidarity. There is no shame in standing up for Australia and breaking the cycle of division. Send them back. We share the same blood and same spirit. This isn't about left and right, it's about right and wrong. We've been censored, vilified and knocked down, but we've got up again to march in every city of every state in Australia, and we will take this country back one street at a time. Come on, Aussies, come on. Don't let the foundations that hold this country together, fairness, mateship and conservative values, be pushed aside. I urge you to go out into the community today and recruit your family and friends for our next gathering. Share a beer with a stranger, wear your flag capes to eat yum cha, and support the Australian small businesses who help drive this country forward. The time for action is now. And may the government tremble at the roar of our March for Australia rallies across this nation. Anthony Albanese, can't you hear the thunder? You better run, you better hide for cover. So in conclusion, we all come from a land down under, where patriotism is not racism, where prevention of mass immigration is better than cure, where the One Nation Party has this country's interests in its sights. So remember to vote accordingly. And where we must continue to be loud and proud of Australian culture on every street to help keep this movement flying high, just like those amazing flags today. Sons and daughters of Australia, I am Alan Ross, and I see a whole army of countrymen here in defiance of mass immigration. countrymen who would be willing to trade all the days from this day to that for just one chance to come back here for another March for Australia and tell our government they may take our votes, but they will never take our freedom. Thank you.
Thanks, Alan. That was good, mate. All right, last speaker we got before I make an announcement, and then we'll go to an open mic at the end. We got 7th generation Australian and social media personality. Welcome Viscount Dundee to the stage.
Thank you. You know, I didn't want to be here today. I have a wife and children that love me back home in the beautiful Hunter Valley. Yes. But the fact is, Canberra has not given me a choice. And I haven't given any of us a choice. And the message I bring is not a message for everyone. As a matter of fact, it might be a little bit somber after those beautiful speeches before me. But I come bearing bad news, and I come bearing good news. The bad news is the Australian state is functionally a failed institution. It is currently suffering a legitimacy crisis. It is forever dependent on more and more of this substance that they cannot grab, this political dark matter, to explain why this promised land has not worked out the way they claimed it would. They have to lean to everything. It's the racists, it's the anti-vaxxers, it's the sovereign citizens, it's you. And the plain fact is, not even Antifa cared enough to turn up today. Either that or props to the cops, you guys are doing a great job. But we live in a country where no one under 40 can afford a home. And they've turned the lucky country into nothing more than a legal looting operation. This is a country where the old consumes the young, the ugly crushes the beautiful, the weak protects the lifeblood of the strong. We come today to this place. This is an enemy castle, and sure, it might be, but we're here today to remind them that we bloody well have them surrounded. They've worked hard to destroy the great Australian dream. They've built an empire of stolen goods that drained from our very lifeblood. They've snatched from our children's mouths for their own enrichment and for paying off their foreign interlopers. The systemic purpose of this regime is to disembowel you. They sent our forefathers to die in Gallipoli, our grandfathers to die in Vietnam. They sent our fathers, brothers, uncles to be blown apart by IEDs in the sands of the Middle East, while the cowards who stayed behind and ran the halls of power washed away our country in a sea of indescript brown. We worked like dogs to live like rats in the land that our forefathers struggled and died for. But the good news is this: we're approaching South Africanisation at a rate that's absolutely inconceivable. We have half the country, the beautiful people here before me today, that believe that pedophilia should be a capital crime. And another part of the country that could not import fast enough a sea of people who don't think it a crime at all. Amen. You cannot share a politique with these people. And look, it may well be the case that Canberra does not care that we're here today. I wish I could say that through the microphone. But in the end, we win when we no longer care about them. We didn't vote for this, and there's no voting our way out of this. We cannot stick to the failed strategies that have led us to this point. We aren't marching for Canberra. We're marching for us. We're marching for each and every true-blooded Australian out there. All these beautiful faces looking at me right now. We are still in this fight, and we will not go quietly. I want each and every one of you to understand that we currently face an existential crisis. We currently stand upon the precipice of whether to be as a people, as a country, or not to be. Because migration is a weapon. It is a weapon released upon us, upon our culture, our way of life, and upon our children. Absolutely. You know, our forefathers ran to the edge of the earth, to the edge of the known world. We're standing here with nowhere left to run. And there is a time to run. And there is a time to dig in. And you better bloody believe it, it's the time to dig in right now. And so my message today, my positive one, is to start with the things that we can control. We start with the small things. We start with the wins that are on the table. I want you to take each and every one of you who's made a friend today. Don't just go home back to the way things were. Stay in touch. Stick together. I want you to make communities with each other. You understand that we win when we live in a country that we can talk to our neighbours in. We win when we live in a country in which we can talk about the problems, about the foreigners, about the corruption. We win when we live together, when we raise our kids together, when we tell them our stories, when we sing them our songs. You need to organise on a smaller scale, and that's going to be hard because they spent the last 100 years tearing down this country, tearing down our people, tearing down our culture. Yes, it's going to be small bricks. It's going to be socks than shoes. So get together, get in with your councils, block the developers, employ each other, support each other, be anti-fragile. If they come through with their digital ID, it should not matter because you live with the people you love. Absolutely. Look, we need to make camping weekends about skills. We need to make beers in the shed after work turned into songs. We need to ooze patriotism and pride every chance we get. We must be psychologically prepared to fight a very long war. But it is a war we will win. You understand that if history has taught us anything, it's that if we do not believe in our right to rule, if we do not believe in ourselves, that others will come who are utterly unworthy to do so. The crown is in the gutter, and we have only to pick it up. We will win because something always beats nothing. We will win because we are something. We will win because we are Australians. And I'll tell you now, any land that you aren't prepared to protect is terra nullius. And this land is bloody well ours! I want to end with a poem, and you're all going to love it. During the time of the prospecting days and the original Eureka Stockade, the miners, the Australians, were under the thumb of a tyrannical government. They were being swamped in their digs by foreigners, and they struggled to make a living. And these are the words of Henry Lawson. Australia is a big country, and freedom's humping bluey. And freedom's on the wallaby. Oh, don't you hear a cooey? She's just begun to boomerang. She'll knock the tyrant silly. She's going to light another fire and boil another billy. Our fathers toiled for bitter bread while loafers thrived beside them. But food to eat and clothes to wear, their native land denied them. And so they left that native land in spite of their devotion. And so they come, or if they stole, were sent across the ocean. Then freedom couldn't stand the glare of royalty's regalia. She left the loafers where they were and come out to Australia. But now across the mighty main the chains have come to bind her. She little thought to see again the wrongs she left behind her. Our parents toiled to make a home, hard grubbin' 'twasn't clearin'. They wasn't crowded much with lords when we was pioneerin'. But now that we have made the land a garden full of promise, old greed must crook its dirty hand and come and take her from us. So we must fly a rebel flag as others did before us, and we must sing a rebel song and join in rebel chorus. Oh, those will make the tyrants feel the sting of those that they would throttle. They needn't say the fault is ours if blood should stain the wattle. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! 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 Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! God bless you all.
All right, thanks, Viscount. I'm just going to make a quick announcement about March for Australia's next event, and then we'll go to the open mic. So I think we've got 5 here. We're going to keep it to 2 to 3 minutes, and we'll get through them quick, and then we've got to pack this thing up. All right, so what's next for March for Australia? The next official March for Australia event will be held on Australia Day, January 26th, 2026. We are aware that there are other rallies planned for the 29th of November 25. These rallies are not associated with March for Australia and do not share our core values at all. In fact, these rallies were made out of spite against the March for Australia after their main organisers trashed our movement, calling everyone racists and Nazis. They then used footage from the first March for Australia event as promotional material for their own event in an attempt to ride the wave of momentum of our movement. I'm not telling anyone whether to attend these rallies or not, but I'm making it clear where March for Australia stands. I know many people are wanting more regular March for Australia events. However, November, December time of year is usually dedicated to the Christmas season with friends, family, shopping for presents, and quite often ends up being the busiest time of the year. March for Australia has decided that the festive season is not an optimal time for marching. For our next event on Australia Day, we are planning on generating an enormous display of patriotism to celebrate our beloved national holiday. It will be a huge statement towards the un-Australian traitors who have been trying to steal our day from us for so long. We have an opportunity to make this one of the most significant Australia Day celebrations in many years, and we want January to be the most patriotic month of the year. Many call it Australia Month. For the meantime, we're running some campaigns for supporters to get involved, so feel free to keep following the social media pages to be involved. We have the Raise the Flag, which is hoisting the Australian flag on a piece of public property, light posts, electricity posts, etc. And then we have Australia's Voice, which you can send in clips, written posts, or written posts to March for Australia pages, and we'll publish them on the page. We believe all Australians deserve to have a voice, so tell us how mass immigration has failed you, what side effects are you feeling, cost of living, housing crisis, crime increase. Explain why you are marching for Australia. All right, guys, that's it. We'll do the open mic. We'll get 5 people. Rules are we've got to stay on topic within the messaging. 2-minute speeches. Let's go, guys. Get through them.
Hi everyone, I'm Donna from the Corruption Whistleblower newspaper. So we are definitely here and love our nation. We have noticed that the Australian government is doing this immigration as quite the ploy. Of course people are going to want to come in and get thousands of dollars for free. not good enough government. They're clearly not representing the people. So really, they have been indicted by the people. We have done grand jury indictments at www.corruptionwhistleblower.com, and you can join in those grand jury indictments because the entire government's involved in this corruption, not just Albo. The whole lot of them needs to go. The whole lot of them needs to be held to account for their treasonous, terrorist crimes against the people. 60,000 children a year are taken with no court order. That's 240 a day. 240 a day children are snatched by so-called child protection. And where do they go? So you want to immigrate to this country? Well, good luck keeping your child, because we're the #1 for taking people's children for nothing. And bloody child trafficking them everywhere. 60,000. 240 a day. And you know how much they get for uplifting them? $40,000. Just like they're paying the immigrants to come in. Don't look at the immigrants, it's the government! It's the Australian government causing this. They are so evil. They have absolutely decimated this country on every level. So we've written about it in a brief of evidence. 80-page newspaper. You like it? Yeah. Corruption whistleblower. Woo. And they all have won. They know their crimes. That's why they're doing the replacement migration. Yeah, they know their crimes, and they know when we know about this that they have absolutely not asked the people what to do, not asked the people what we want. They are treasonous terrorist government, and they are a foreign government actually of political subdivision. Go and research that. Go and research some of this stuff that's going on. It's clear, all outlined. We've got 3 editions in the Corruption Whistleblower newspaper. They are not above the law, and we are coming for you for public trials. And same with you, cops. We love yous, but we totally need you to be on the people's side and stop enforcing the criminal government that is paying your wage. And you too, ABC, we're watching you as well. We're watching all the mainstream media, and how crooked are you covering up your co-conspirating crimes. One would think you're in joint enterprise with the evil government, wouldn't one? Mainstream media. So watch yourselves, because we're coming for you. Everyone here knows, and we're coming for you, Australian government, to bring justice and righteousness back here. By the power of right, what is right? We know what is right. We know what is right, and I thank you all for coming out today. Please keep up the good work. Thanks. CorruptionWhistleblower.com. Come and see us. Get online, CorruptionWhistleblower.com, and please register for grand jury indictments on there. We need to indict this government and get rid of them.
Thank you, Corruption Whistleblower. All right. Next open mic speakers, try and stay on topic, please, guys.
Good afternoon, everyone. How are we? My name is Elijah. I'm a Ramsey Scholar of Western Civilization and, God willing, a future Presbyterian minister in this nation. I've risen to speak because I don't believe anyone has yet identified the core issue at hand. Mass migration, yes, is causing many problems in Australia, as the other speakers have made plain. Mass immigration, however, is just the government's band-aid to fix a greater problem. Fixing immigration policy alone will not solve Australia's problems. We need a much greater change to fix our nation's ills. We need a return to our nation's roots. We need a revival and a reformation here. The writers of our Constitution recognize that to be a great nation, we must humbly rely on Almighty God. As Scripture says, blessed is the nation whose God is the Lord. Yet we have turned from the faith of our fathers and sought to exalt ourselves as gods. Rejecting his righteous rule, we have become foolish and created our own laws that have become our destruction. And aren't we here to preserve this nation for our children? But where are our children? We have mass immigration in this country because it's the government's band-aid to solve our problem of not having children. We don't have a fertility rate at the level of replacement. And the children that we do conceive, what happens to them? We kill them at a rate of 240 a day. 88,000 a year are aborted in Australia. Their blood flows out and defiles our land. We are importing other nations' children because we are murdering our own. And Mr. Ruddock, I appreciate your work and your intentions, but we don't need another anti-discrimination bill. We need an equal protection bill. We need to extend the same protections under law that you and I have to our pre-born neighbours. Stop compromising with child sacrifice. End it! Brothers and sisters, Christ calls us to love our neighbour, and that includes our pre-born neighbours. If we do not love life, our nation will die. To end mass immigration, we must abolish abortion in Australia. We must abandon this culture of death and turn back to the Lord of life. And I've got good news for you, Australia, because Christ offers forgiveness for every sinner who turns from their sin and trusts in Him. We are a nation that needs to be reconciled to God. If we want to make Australia great again, we must turn back to the God because of righteousness exalts a nation. Come, God says, let us reason together. Though your sins may be red as scarlet, Christ by His own blood will wash them white as snow. I look out and see a sea of flags bearing our nation's symbol. The 4 crosses of our Australians' Christian heritage. The 3 of the Union Jack, of St. George, St. Patrick, and St. Andrew. These men followed the example of their Lord, and following their example, Britannia became a great nation. And when Galleon Cook sailed from Albion to Australia, true British courage bore him on till he landed on our shore, and we, looking up, saw another cross, reminding us that we must live under Christ's rule. Our great forefathers followed their Saviour, and the Lord Jesus Christ died on His cross to redeem a people for Himself, and by His resurrection from the dead, all those who trust in Him also may be raised. We may have hope as a nation because of this. For at Christ's right hand are blessings for individuals and for nations who follow Him. He is the way, the truth, and the life, the only way for our nation. So Australia, heed the word of the Lord. Establish justice for the fatherless and the widow. Love mercy, and once again, humbly rely on Almighty God.
Thanks for that, mate. Next one. I don't know your name, sorry. Andrew.
Hello everyone, my name's Andrew. Like you, I'm motivated to stop mass immigration. I've got 2 young children about to go out in the world, and we're all here for different reasons today. But what we all need to do actually is, we've talked about building community a lot, is actually to organise. And a lot of people, I didn't know last March how to organise. So I built a website called heritageaustralians.org. I'd like you to pull your phones out right now if you're interested in organising, and you'll find all the tools that you need there to build your own local community. When we build local communities and we take action in our local communities, we can build state organisations. When we build state organisations, we can build a national representative body. It doesn't matter the issues about politics, what matters are the issues about community. And only at that national level then can we affect the small political parties. It's no good asking them to do things, we have to use our weight to tell them what we want to be done. Okay? heritageaustralians.org. heritageaustralians.org. All the tools that you need to organise yourselves are there, and I urge you to take a look and use them. Thanks very much.
Thanks, mate. All right, last open mic speaker. Welcome, buddy.
Hello, conference! Who's having a good day today, huh? Yeah! Sorry I couldn't be here earlier. I was thinking of ways to get rid of Albanese and look after my own people, right? I am so tired of this. I always go to Liverpool, I see a lot of homeless. I try to do what I can for them, but I know I can't do anything because we can't. We have no power, right? And every time I go on social media, everyone keeps saying we should be replaced by other people because we're too lazy. I say, have you met me? Have you met us? Do you know I pay a lot of taxes? I work my ass off. I work 5 to 9. Do you know me? You can't judge me. How about Albanese? What do you think he does for work? Oh, let's see. Oh, he makes friends with China. Okay. He goes to India to build houses for Indians, but not for us. When will this stop? We have homeless veterans on the street. Albanese wanted, but decided he had more better things to do to recognize Palestine as a state. You love it there? Go over there. Go over there. Put me in charge. You know what I say, Albanese? You're not making anything easy for anyone. Because you know what I say? To defeat an enemy, you must know one. You must know their art, their philosophy, their history. And I know Albanese does not stand up for any of you. He stands up for the corrupt people. Do you know why he brings all these immigrants in? For their votes. Their government in India was mocking Albanese, saying, oh, you have a housing shortage? Well, bring a lot of people in. Even we're being laughed at by Indians. Albanese, meet me here in Sydney Square. So we can the debate. I'm gonna say this, Albanese. Your time is running out. You can't push it underground.
All right, that wraps it up. Thank you everyone for coming. Aussie pride. We'll give it one more. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! 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 Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Thank you everyone. See you on Australia Day.
Yeah, needs to be done. Thanks so much.
I just want to say thank you for the opportunity. Sorry not to be too long, but you've done very well organising it, and I'll see you on Australia Day. No worries. Cheers. See ya.
Yeah, give me a minute. I'll have to have a drink for my now. I don't know you. Mainstream. Yeah, but I get what you're saying. 100% right. It's hard to say.
Now they've apologised for it. Well, at least they verbally tell me, oh yeah, that was a mistake, we should have, but they didn't.
Right.
So, look, civil liberties is basically the US Bill of Rights. Yeah? The ability to peacefully assemble, the ability to have absolute free speech. Okay, so that's what we stand for.
Yeah. I've seen in my mind, so you said that there wasn't
Yeah, I did. You did good. I'm on a face to talk from the Harper. Yeah, can I ask you something? Is this recording this? Albanese, meet me face to face. Let's bring this shit. You look after the people or you piss off to China. That's my final offer and put me in charge. Because Albanese, your time is running out. You can't push it underground.
I hope I helped you out, you know.
Oh, it's a lonesome away from your kindred and all, by the campfire at night, or hear the wild dingoes call. But there's nothing so lonesome, morbid or drear, than to stand in the dark on the pub with no beer. Now the publicans ain't. You can take it. You can take it. Full of sugar. And there's a far away look on the face of the night. The mate's gone all crazy, and the cook's acting queer. Oh, what a terrible I'm a live stream out of there's a pub with no beer.
Oh, fucking both of you, come on.
I'm not going to ask any questions. So. You've got Chris.
I've got to go see these Epoch media people, and then I'll come talk to you.
Can we walk and talk while you see them?
Okay, yeah.
All right.
Hold on though.
My back is killing me.
Have a good arvo, mate.
Champion.
Is the live stream going to be on the turning
point
all day and stuff when we go back to Newcastle?
Check out Joel Jamal's channel.
Yep.
Or Turning Point Australia.
Yep. Okay.
Either one of them.
I'll have a great look at it.
Yeah. No worries. You too. They're not Australian.
Yeah, but will they ever get over there? As a,
no, this is local.
Oh, okay.
I
would just love for Trump to see some of this before he got Albanese tomorrow.
I'm sure somebody's going to get some grabs or something.
Yeah. All right. Careful that step on you.
Yeah.
Awesome.
You have a great day.
Do you still have that Vegemite?
I do.
Is it like
handy?
No, I mean, like, is it eatable?
Edible.
Why wouldn't it be?
I've never tried it.
Oh, we just ate Vegemite rolls.
I've never had Vegemite.
Well, I'm going to say to you this.
Can I put this on the last?
Yeah, of course, man.
So I've never had mine.
Well, why don't you just give it to him? Has it got any in it?
Yeah, it's a little bit.
Oh.
It's almost an empty jar.
Well, the thing with Vegemite is that you have a lot of butter on a bit of toast, and your beginner, you put a little bit. All right, you don't put a lot because it's like going to America where they like chili sauce on everything. You know, hot chili, hot. You only put a little bit. You don't put a whole chili on first, do you? Vegemite's the same.
All right. probably better off running your finger under the rim. That's probably where the most of it is.
Oh, but only needs a little bit, only a little bit, and then
Like
just.
that?
Oh, you got it all. Is
that a lot?
Yeah,
Yeah,
oh, look, just dab it. Don't wipe the whole thing on. Just
have the rest
a
of
little
that.
bit.
Very yeasty. Not
If
bad?
you put a little bit, like we have it thick, okay,
Yeah.
but you put butter and then and if you got a lot, you mix it sort of. You got it all over your finger there. But the thing is, you got to get used to it. But
Yeah, go and get yourself a jar.
yeah, it's expensive though. A jar like that's like $6.
Yeah,
But then
$6.20
you only use like a teaspoon on a slice of toast.
Slice of toast are beautiful.
Yeah, just toast a bit of bread.
You'd have it on a sandwich with cheese, a little slice of cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah. Crackers, definitely crackers.
Or one of the other things that a lot of people will do, will poach. They'll get a muffin.
Yep.
They'll butter up a muffin. They'll put some Vegemite on the muffin, then they'll put a fried or poached egg on it, and they'll run the yolk over the whole thing and eat it. Yeah. What
Or
else?
if you're brave enough, just stick the spoon in.
No,
and eat
don't
it.
do that yet.
Yeah.
It's
I love it. Yeah. You get it at
It's a lot of sodium, I think.
any supermarket, mate.
Awesome.
Love it. No.
Yeah, I've never given it a go.
Well, there you go.
It's my first time. There you go.
Look at that. I done
Special
something
day.
good today. I
Yeah.
introduced a turning point guy to Vegemite.
You see a lot of stuff on America where people get sent a thing of Vegemite and then they get it and they slap it on the toast and then they eat it and they go,
Yeah.
Yes, it is too much.
Yeah, thanks for that.
No worries.
We couldn't let you do that.
Yeah.
Couldn't do that to you. You know.
Appreciate it.
No
You
worries.
guys have a good
Have a
one.
lovely hour.
Ciao, ciao. Yaakov, that's in the Syrian. Hey, John.
Jewish.
How's your health? Yeah.
Good.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm happy to. Yeah.
Yeah, Mark is yours.
What's that, sorry?
Mark is yours. You say whatever you want to say.
Okay, cool. We're just wrapping up now the March to Australia in Sydney, Hyde Park. Very successful event. I was here because I believe Australia's been a very generous country, but we need to have a 5-year immigration pause. We need to have a breather. We've let in a lot of people, particularly in the post-COVID era. What's happening is, Albo knows that Labor governments lose when there's a recession. So what he's doing is, he does not want headlines saying that there's an economic recession. So what he's doing is he's pumping up the population by 2 or 3% a year. The economy's growing by 1% a year. So you say, oh, we're not in a recession, we're not in a recession. Well, everyone's piece of the pie is getting a bit smaller. So what we're saying is we need to have a 5-year pause, and then we need to have a reset of our immigration. We need to have a big debate, a sober debate, without vilifying people. During the pause, we're going to debate what's best for the next 50 years. And then after that, I think we should have a national vote on what program, what plan, put 3 or 4 different plans up, have a vote on it. Nothing's more important than immigration, because it's very, very hard to reverse a bad immigration policy. If taxes are too high, well, you can cut the taxes. If regulations are too high, you can cut them. Immigration is almost irreversible. So let's not risk what's happening in Western Europe and Scandinavia. Let's have a 5-year pause. Thank you.
It definitely is irreversible, because how many white people are here? I wonder why. Because immigration is irreversible indeed. Yeah. You know that Australia is actually, in fact, in Asia and Pacific. So you guys are all immigrants as well. Yeah.
Thank you.
Did you want to say anything else?
In terms of immigration, or is that what you mean? Or
yeah, in terms of like why they join much more Australia, people's calling, people's appeal in different states.
yeah. So I think in terms of different states, Melbourne, Victoria and Melbourne is probably one of the worst states with immigration. They seem to be struggling the most. That's where the most African gang violence is happening. And yeah, like people need to rally in Melbourne. It's urgent.
I have colleagues working in Melbourne Street as well. They say there are conflicts.
Yeah.
I forgot to take my antihistamine.
How does bringing someone kids up? Are we still? You off? You off live?
Yeah.
You okay?